which Liverpool Council has just announced, and it spreads across the city centre with 7 locations and 7 letters that will spell a spooky word, and if you get the word, then you can enter a competition to win £200. So you can follow me on this little adventure as we attempt to try and make the word. Now, I know that there is technically a starting point. If you want to do it properly, you should start on the Albert Dock, but I'm right by Castle Street, so if you'll allow me, I am going to start there. A very sunny day today. Before people kind of, go off in the comments about spoilers, I'm not going to spoil the word for you guys. I'm going to find it myself and then leave you guys with the joy of finding it, because the joy is in the journey, as people say, and I feel like I'm also not going to tell you exactly where the letters are. There needs to be some competition in this, guys. You're also probably wondering why it's a pre-record. The answer to that is, do you really want to see me walk around the city centre for 2 hours and struggle? My beloved readers and viewers today. If the answer's yes, then I totally get it, but it is going to be a pre-record. I hope you understand. Well, so we have just got our first letter on Castle Street behind me, as you can see, and I'm slightly ashamed to say it took me longer than I thought it would to find the letter. As I said, I am not going to give it away where the letter is or what the letter is, but maybe I can give you a clue. So I'm not going to say what end it's at. I am going to say it is opposite a very pretty establishment that may or may not be for consuming alcohol. But again, I'm not going to spoil it, and I want everyone to enjoy this and do it for themselves and hopefully win £200. So yeah, and now I'm going to go on to location number 2, which is Victoria Street. So I will check back in with you guys. So it's just occurred to me as I pass Lord Street and Church Street that I'm probably doing this in a very inefficient way, because I'm just going off the numbers, the order, but I know there's probably a much more efficient way to be doing this. So anybody that does the trail or has done the trail already will probably have a much more efficient way of doing it. And I'm just going to follow the numbers, I think. It's a nice tour of the city, to be fair, on a very nice day. So it's not too bad, is it? How is everyone doing on this fine day? I hope everyone's enjoying this video. And if anyone has done the pumpkin trail, try not to spoil it in the comments, because, it's meant to be a bit of fun, isn't it? So if I'm not going to spoil it, please nobody in the comments spoil it. But I will say it's nice to walk around the city and do something a bit different. Here we are on Victoria Street, and I'm going to have a bit of a scour around now to see if I can find the letter. And again, I really don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know which end it's at or anything. So, as I said, the joy is in the journey. I don't know if I'm just not looking properly, but I've got quite far down Victoria Street and I've not yet found it. So this trail is harder than I thought. I was totally fooled then and thought that Just Eat sign over there was a pumpkin. It's not a pumpkin, and I still haven't found the one on Victoria Street, so it's going really well, guys. It's going really well. It's definitely it's harder than you'd think. I know that people are probably going to say, oh, it's really obvious, but I'm still looking, and we are still on Victoria Street, so I'll check back in once I've actually found it. Okay, I'm really sheepish. After wandering up and down, I referred back to the map, and it's actually not on Victoria Street, it's in the Met Quarter, so that explains why I have not found the second pumpkin yet. Everyone in the comments has probably gone, oh my god, you're an idiot. Yeah, definitely. So slightly changing my route now, going to the Met Quarter, and then we should be back on track, everyone. I'm so sorry for the minor delay. Okay, we're back on track. I am not telling you where the second one is, only that it's around the Met Quarter, because apparently that was hard enough for me to find out. So that's the only clue you're getting, is that it's around the Met Quarter. I'm not even saying which side. But I will say it's heating up. I've got 2 letters now, only 5 more to go, and then we will have the magic pumpkin word. So it's definitely keeping me on my toes. Okay, we're actually back on track because I very quickly found the 3rd letter once I'd got over my embarrassing blunder from before. So we're still on track. The next stop is Whitechapel, and that will be the 4th letter. I will say one clue about the 3rd letter. It's kind of close to Paradise Street, Lord Street, Church Street, where they all kind of connect, but you could get that from the map. I'm not exactly giving you brand new information. Hopefully you can read a map, unlike me, apparently. So I hope everyone's enjoying this little tour, by the way. I'm quite enjoying walking around Liverpool, and I don't want to jinx it, but the weather's been quite good. So for now, we're back on track. God knows what the next letter will hold for me, but you know, I'm feeling positive on my magic pumpkin word hunt. I hope everyone is enjoying this so far. And yeah, so the next stop is Whitechapel, so I'll check back in once I've got there. Okay, so I did a big loop because I stopped to get a drink and a snack because this is very thirsty work apparently. I've been reading the map all wrong. I feel like this live should be called Alice Gets Progressively More Confused by a Map, because on the map it's near Whitechapel, maybe near to where I am right now. I don't want to spoil it, but it's been very confusing, and I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this, but it's probably a good job this isn't fully live because I think I would actually fail. But the next stop is going to be St John's, so we're going to head in there now and see if we can find it. Hopefully I've not read it wrong this time. We'll find out. Okay, hi everyone. I will say that one took me longer than I anticipated. It's St John's is massive, and where I am right now is not spoiling anything because I could have waited until I was outside or inside and outside again to vlog with you guys. But I will say this trail's definitely getting interesting. I've only got 2 letters left. I think I might know what the word is, but you know, I want to get all of them to prove that I did it. And so the next stop is Bold Street, or around Bold Street, as I'm now realising that the map is not as straightforward as I thought it was. But I hope everyone's still enjoying this trek. I am very glad it isn't live because you would have just seen me wandering around aimlessly. But feel a bit better, we're back on track, and I'm ready to take on the next letter. I think one nice thing about the trail as well is that it does take you around a lot of good sites in the Liverpool City Centre. You know, they're not all totally close together. You do have to do a bit of walking, and I am actually quite excited for people to do it and let us know how it went. It's more if you've got, I guess, a few hours free, you know, to kind of wander around, and then at each location, you know, have a look around. I mean, obviously St John's, you can be in there for ages, can't you? And the next one I'm going to is Bold Street. So hopefully when you're on the trail, you also take some time to enjoy yourself, because if you're just bouncing from location to location, I think it'd be nicer if you kind of spend as much time as you can in each place, while collecting your words. It's an excuse for a nice day out in the city centre, shall I say. And I do think that's probably why it was done. But, you know, it's a fun game, but you can also walk around Liverpool. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I hope everyone's still enjoying watching this. I have cut out a lot in between because I didn't want you to see me struggling and wandering around the same place, because they're not totally obvious. Some of them are orange and some of them are green. So I was looking out for orange, and then when I finally spotted it, it wasn't even orange. That's cool. So yeah, but I don't want to give too much away. I want you to have your experience of doing it, but I'm just enjoying it so far. Hopefully the next one won't take as long to find, because I was wandering around for longer than I'd care to admit. But, you know, the joy is in the journey, as I keep saying. And I'm also realising I need to really work on my map reading skills. So anyway, I'll check back in once we have found the next one. I have a feeling it's not actually going to be on Bold Street. I have a feeling it's going to be near Bold Street. So we'll definitely be I'm kept on my toes because it's just not as straightforward as I thought. I know you're all going to be laughing at me in the comments, but I was expecting it to be more obvious. They've not gone for like the most obvious locations, like you do genuinely have to search. So I think it's good. I think it's fun. So I found the one on Bold Street, or is it by Bold Street? And I'm just heading to the last one now, which I think is near the Philharmonic. I've got St. Luke's behind me. Been heading up the hill, so I will let you know when I reach the top and hopefully find the last one. I will say the weather's starting to change, so I'm not hopeful for my ability to stay dry, because there's definitely a very angry cloud heading this way. But all in all, it's been fun. So when I get to the top, I will let you know how it goes. I will say the one I just did by Bold Street was a lot easier than the St. John's one, shall I say. But yeah, one letter left to go, and before when I said I thought I knew what the word was, I was wrong, because a letter has shown up that I didn't expect. So there's so many twists and turns in this. But yeah. Okay, so I think that this has been very interesting because I feel like on the map it tells you vaguely where it is, but you kind of have to walk around some of the streets to probably find it, and your eyes are peeled everywhere. But I really do recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and once you've kind of got the word together, you can submit it and try and get some money. So I really do recommend that everyone who has the time come down and try it, because you get to see more of Liverpool than you usually would if you're just going in for work or to go to the shops or something. So I hope everyone has enjoyed coming on this walk with me. I mean, I will say one thing is that it is a bit trickier than you think. I found myself struggling at times, so I will say that, but I don't want to give too much away because I want people to come and have a go. So thank you so much for watching this weird collection of vlogs, I guess, that has now been turned into a live, but I hope you enjoy it.